All the questions that you're about to see on today's NFL mailbag are from our live audience here at Chat Sports. So if you want to be a part of the show, if you want to get your questions featured here, you've got to subscribe. That way you don't miss out on anything here at Chat Sports. Hit that big red button and join us today. A super chat from Burnin' Spades. Just curious, which is the most overrated teams, also most underrated teams for the upcoming season for both you and Jeremy? You know what I think we should do? Burnin' Spades, how about we make this a future video? How about we do top overrated and top underrated teams in the future? So I'll keep that in mind. I know you're subscribed, so stay tuned for it. From Gary Sanderson, replacements for coaches that will get fired. My number one guy is still where we're at. I still believe that Brian Daboll, the Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator, should absolutely get hired. I truly believe that is the top candidate there. Then it's Eric Bieniemy. Yeah, I think Joe Brady is getting plenty of hype. Kellen Moore in a similar boat there. I'd also keep an eye out for Matt Eberflus, the Colts defensive coordinator. For hype, Aaron Donald or J.J. Watt? Right now, Aaron Donald. At their peak, at their prime? It's a different question. It might be J.J. Watt there. That's a good one, though. Right now, though, it is very clearly Aaron Donald as we currently sit. So, peak-wise, I might lean Watt, but right this second, I'm going to go with Aaron Donald instead of that one. But it's a good question, my friend, and I appreciate that one very much. From War and Pizza, who makes a bigger impact for the Dolphins as a rookie? Jaylen Waddle or Jaelan Phillips? Good question. I am going to go with Jaelan Phillips. I think he is going to play a higher percentage of the snaps relative to Waddle. Both of them are going to make an impact. Like Waddle and Fuller and Parker are going to play a ton. But I think Phillips, as the instant pass rusher 2, as opposed to wide receiver 3 for Miami, is going to make the bigger impact this year. Week 1, it might be Waddle since Will Fuller suspended, though. But overall for the season, get your votes in. Who will have the bigger 2021 impact? Type JW for Jaylen Waddle or type in JP for Jaelan Phillips. Get your votes in right now in the comments section. All right, from Leo Alder, excuse me. Is Tre'davious White a good comp for Kelvin Joseph? Michael Bennett for Osa Odigizua. Both ceilings there. You know, I think Bennett's a bit of a high ceiling for Osa, but I think role-wise, you've actually probably got a pretty good comparison from that perspective. I might throw out somebody like maybe a Jonathan Joseph for Kelvin Joseph, and I think that's maybe more ceiling. Low end maybe is Eli Apple, but I think that's pretty decent comparisons there. From Mark Mulo, hey Tom, who are your 2021 Hall of Fame or 2022 Hall of Fame picks? So the 2021 one has already been announced here. The 2022 class, let me think here. I would love to see Bengals safety Ken Riley finally get in. I don't think this 2022 class is quite as good, but I would love to see, one of those guys get in. Like, I think Ken Riley is long overdue to be a Hall of Famer. I believe that Steve Smith is now eligible. That's intriguing to me. I don't know if he's a pure Hall of Famer. DeMarcus Ware, I believe, is now eligible. And I'll throw out the name like Torrey Holt as well, the receiver from the LA Rams. Now, this next question is more rookie-focused here, but it's up to you guys to answer it. So, predict the future for me. Who will win Rookie of the Year? Is it going to be Trevor Lawrence? Is it Justin Fields, Trey Lance, Mac Jones, or somebody else altogether? Get your votes in for me in the comments section. Who will it be? Get your votes in right now in the comments section. This is the pinned comment, so if you get the ad break here on YouTube, scroll on down and get your votes in. From Day, dark horse playoff team this year. Do the Cardinals don't count. Do the Bears count as like a dark horse playoff team? Like, I think it's a little bit tricky in terms of identifying what a dark horse is in this day in the NFL. But from teams who did not make it last year, I think the Cowboys are very obvious. Does Minnesota count? Can I go with the Vikings? I'm going to go with Minnesota to that question. If I'm cheating, well, I'm sorry. C-Luck Media. Julio to Detroit for Amon-Ra St. Brown and a first, second, or third. I don't think the Lions would trade away a guy that they just drafted. But I think you're probably in the right ballpark there for a receiver. If they were willing to move Amon-Ra St. Brown and it's a first and a day 2 pick, if Julio wants to be there, I say yes, because that receiving core for the Detroit Lions is very much in desperate need of help and assets. From Carol McDarrell, where would you rank the Broncos defense? I'd say somewhere in the top 8, top 7 category. If Von Miller is healthy, I think that's a good path to pursue. Like, I think they'd be a top team. They linebackers a bit iffy, but Von Miller, Bradley Chubb, they got some good interior guys as well. And that secondary is among the best in the NFL. So I think at minimum top 10, if the offense holds up its end of the bargain, I think statistically it could be a top 5 unit for Denver this season. So what do you guys think? Will the Denver Broncos have a top 10 defense? Type in Y for yes, they will, or you can type in N for no, they will not. Get your votes in right now for me in the comment section. Will the Denver Broncos have a top 10 defense? From PM YouTubers, who will have the better career, Ceedee Lamb or Justin Jefferson? Also, do you think Simi Fehoko can be Sutton? That is his absolute ceiling. And in reality, the day 3 guy is probably not going to reach that. But athletic-wise and frame-wise and just play style-wise, there are some similarities there. As for better career, I'm still going to go Ceedee Lamb, but I do mean that as any slight against Justin Jefferson. I think Lamb and Jefferson, as we sit after year 1, are the top 2 receivers from that class. Like, those are the 2 best guys for the receiving class from last year. From Tyrone Sankey, can this trade happen? Cowboys give up Anthony Brown and a 3rd rounder for Isaiah Simmons. Cardinals say no. I don't believe that Arizona is going to utilize Isaiah Simmons properly, but I don't see them moving on from a top 10 pick for a number 3 or number 4 corner and a 3rd round pick. Arizona says no on that one. C-Luck Media says Kyle Pitts for Rookie of the Year. I like that one. Now, historically speaking, rookie tight ends do not produce very well. There's a learning curve. They're often on not great teams, especially the first rounders, and they struggle a little bit. But if Kyle Pitts is in year 1, what I think he could be, he's definitely going to be in the conversation there for Rookie of the Year. So, C-Luck, I appreciate that question very much. All right, do you guys want to be a part of these live mailbags? Look, we're live on Monday, we're live on Wednesday, and at other points as well. So if you want to join us here, hit that big red button and subscribe. That way you don't miss our live shows, and you can either super chat or use hashtag NFL in the comments section to get your questions on the show. T&B Productions, who are you rooting for to win the linebacker battle, Jaylen or Leighton Vander Esch? I just want one of them to be good. Both those guys were not that good last year. Down the stretch, I'd argue Jaylen was actually outplaying Leighton Vander Esch. With what the roles I think will be, I think right now, Leighton Vander Esch is probably the favorite to be that guy for the Dallas Cowboys. I think Micah Parsons is one of them. LVE is the other one. King Tut, hottest NFL take. We actually did this one on a previous mailbag from Monday. It is that you should never, ever punt. You should always go for it on 4th down, and that you should go for it for 2 as well. Score all of the points, screw position. If you're being aggressive, if you're good, which of course is the assumption here, I think that's the route that they end up going. From Cole, Patrick Surtain could win defensive rookie of the year, my bad. That's coming from a Chiefs fan, by the way. I think there's a real possibility. I think it's guys like Surtain, J.C. Horn, Micah Parsons, maybe a Jaelan Phillips is in that conversation as well. But I agree, Cole. I do think Patrick Surtain is among the favorites to win Defensive Rookie of the Year this upcoming season. From Day, most interesting quarterback storyline this season. He says the Bears one. It's a good one. I would argue the ones with a rookie quarterback, right? The Bears, the Falcons, or not the Falcons, the Niners with Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo. And I'll also throw in Mac Jones versus Cam Newton for the Patriots. From Robert Bruce, who will be the Week 1 starter for the Patriots, Mac Jones or Cam Newton? I'm still going to go Cam Newton for now. I think it's a bit of a toss-up there. I think that they're going to let Mac Jones try to win that job. Clearly, long-term, that role is going to go to Mac Jones. But at the beginning of this year, with a healthy, in theory, Cam Newton, I think Newton will be the guy in year 1. Easy Mac and please. Jalen Hurts, can he be a franchise quarterback? He can be. If I'm betting one way or the other, I'm going to go with no. I think that no, Jalen Hurts is not a franchise quarterback. And producer Jeremy, an Eagles fan, says no. So I think, you were going like this. Oh, okay. Jeremy says yes. I disagree with him. I think the answer ends up being no. Sure, he can be. Will he? I'm going to go with no on that one. From Akil, rank the Cowboys' O-line if everyone is 100% healthy the entire year. That was the problem last year, right? That they did not have any depth on the offensive line. And they were so decimated by injuries, they were just kind of screwed. Like, they were down to tackle 5 at one point this year. That's unheard of. So, if everyone is healthy, it's probably a top 10, top 15 unit, if not top 5, if everyone is healthy. There is, of course, no guarantee from that perspective. So, if the entire offensive line is able to stay healthy, I'd say top 10 is probably a pretty good area for that one.